What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about Faraday Future, give you a quick overview of some of the data points, break it down on what's been coming out from the company itself and why potentially it might move higher from here. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So Faraday did go up 11.71% on Tuesday. No actual news to justify that, no SEC filings, nothing like that. Last news did come out on the 22nd, just announcing a new 30 million SPA. So it's that's been one thing that I've stated is a very big red flag with Faraday. But despite that though, over the last 5 days, it is up 8.52%. So market doesn't seem to care all that much, and even when it was announced, ultimately it seems to be really moving higher. So it doesn't logically make all that much sense to me, but at the same time, I think one thing that is really fueling it, just some buying, is coming from bigger accounts. So even though, again, I still do feel that a reverse stock split might be coming, there could be potentially some upside from here. And the reasoning is, like I kind of stated, is just sentiment. A lot of bigger accounts, such as Finance a Lot, who has 196,000 followers, did just state, "See you tomorrow, Roaring Kitty," tagged GameStop and Faraday. A lot of other accounts, huge followings, are stating the exact same thing. So I think a lot of big names are starting to see a potential squeeze with Faraday. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things that prompted that crazy run back in May. Right over here is just the sentiment. People saw it as a squeeze play, so big money and also retail started to really drive the price higher. And so even though Ortex does show the short interest being 28.31% of the free float, works out to be 12.38 million shares, even though it's not that high in my opinion compared to what it once was, but again, if big money sees it and big accounts see it as a squeeze play, people are going to buy it up like crazy. So let me know your viewpoint on that. Do you think that it potentially could go up based on just the broader sentiment, big money buying it, or what's your viewpoint on that? As well with this new SPA, what's your thoughts on that? On a side note, they will be needing probably another around $60 to $100 million. That is from now up until the end of 2025. That's prior to the launch. It is going to be very, very costly. So again, just kind of be aware of that. But still, sometimes you can't really argue with a trend. And right now, the market seems to really look at Faraday as a squeezable stock. So yeah, hopefully everyone's having an amazing Christmas, had fun with family, drinks, eating, all the fun jazz. That's the priorities in life. Stock squeezing definitely could be placed as secondary, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on Faraday. Do you think we're going to have another type of May type of scenario where it just goes up dramatically, or do you think that this is just more of a false kind of dead cat bounce, as what they like to typically say? So what's your overall viewpoint on Faraday? And just generally, what's your thoughts on these recent, I guess the new SPA 30 million, going kind of contradicting what they stated back in 2023 about really wanting to transition away from all these toxic kind of debt components. It's very, very damaging on the stock price itself, results in significant dilution, especially if the stock price does go down. But what do I know, right? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And then one final thing I wanted to share with you, pop over to my Patreon where I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolute bangers. So pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.